Garnier Vitamin C Serum. It's very hydrating to me, but it just gives me a nice glow to my skin. And then I like to go in with my moisturiser. It's just a normal hydrating moisturiser. Okay, so then I'm going to go on with my primer. This primer I've been experimenting with, and it's a vitamin based primer. I had to say what it was a dupe of. I would say it was a dupe of Bobbie Brown one, but a more affordable one. But it's very hydrating. It's vegan, cruelty free, and it just goes on smoothly. And I think you will like this one because the consistency is gorgeous. Then I'm going to go in with my Maybelline foundation, and then I'm going to use the Earle Halo Glow filter underneath it because I want to have a bit of a glow. I've always been using it ever since it first came out, and it went viral on TikTok because it just helps to kind of give it a nice bounce and a nice glow underneath the foundation. I'm using the foundation brush at the moment. This foundation brush is the Rare Beauty one, and surprisingly at first I was like, what is this foundation brush? But when I use it, it's actually being a comfortable brush for me to use. I keep my brushes healthy is literally what I've stated in my blog. Like, I literally use a brush cleaning soap, and this brush cleaning soap really does get rid of all the makeup, and it actually sterilizes it as well. So I've had brush cleaning soaps where they just don't efficiently, and this one just does. Is either they don't soak or they don't lather. Isoclean is a really good company as well because they got a brush cleaner. Okay, so I'm going to go in with the Maybelline 30-Hour Foundation. This one's really good because once you blend it out and you put it on, it's literally flawless. Like, it just doesn't lift. It just sets in place, and it just is transfer proof as well. So literally when you put your hand on it, you will not see it on your fingers. It's gorgeous. I think it's a really good formula. Okay, then I'm going to go in with my concealer, number 7 cream concealer, kind of conceal my under eye. This is in the shade Toffee. Okay, so I'm going to do my chin, and I'm going to also do my forehead as well, because I like to kind of brighten those areas so I can sculpt them. I'm going to blend out this area as well. Have the setting powder. This setting powder is the Huda Beauty setting powder. This is in the shade Cinnamon. I have a really big one. This is like 30 grams. Easy Bake Loose setting powder. Powder that I really liked, but I couldn't be bothered to go and get the setting powder, so I bought this one because I had to travel, or I had to pay £6.50 for the delivery. One store you can go to for the Krylon setting powder. That one is vegan, cruelty free. I kind of like this shade. I think it's like a nice brownie shade. It really is brown, which is really lovely. But it's just the Easy Bake one. I just have mixed opinions, but I haven't had my triangle puff in ages. Like, I need to go get some triangle puffs. But I'm just going to set my makeup. It does set, but I just have mixed opinions. Like, the smell is gorgeous though. The smell is gorgeous. It's very translucent, very lightweight as well. Good. That one's a performance one. So the one that I normally use is a performance one. So people who go on stage or are television presenters, they tend to use that setting powder because in places where it's humid or it's very intensely like driven by art and creativity and dance, you don't want to be in that state where you can't control your setting, and also you want to be able to not have to retouch yourself all the time. An eyebrow gel. I really like using eyebrow gels like this because this one is the Benefits one. It really does glue down the eyebrows. So this one has surprised me. This one's in the shade 4 or 4.5. That's what I normally use. You can use 5 if you have darker brows, but I wouldn't recommend going lighter than that because it is tinted. This is the Precisely Wax My Brow Wax. So it's quite nice. It's quite decent. Literally, it's hard to take it out like that. This is it. This is a brow. It's very triangle in shape, so this is really good if you want to get to precise areas of the brow. Then go in. Okay, I'm just gonna go in, fill it in. Some people say it's so hard, it's like so harsh on you, but I like to have a more pronounced look. I will feather it out, I will blend it out a bit so it looks a bit more like natural, but yeah, I just want to have a bit more like a fierce look to my brows. Pomade's really good. It just goes on smoothly. It's like butter. It hasn't dried out yet, so quite nice this one. Go and get my concealer. It doesn't matter what I use, to be honest, what concealer I use, because the top part of my brow isn't really oily. It's not the problem. It's just the bottom part of my brow. So I'm just going to carve out the brow. It does look very thin, but that's perfect. It's perfect how thin it is. Feather them out with this brush as well. Setting powder. There we're going in with a little brush again to just shape it and to carve out the brows. Okay, so we're just carving out the brow. This is so gorgeous. This out with the brush so it looks a bit more feathered, a bit more natural. So over here I'm just going to blend it out so it just doesn't look so obvious, the concealer. Nice eyeshadow brush. So this eyeshadow brush is a bit fluffy. Okay, so then I'm going to go in with the... So this is the Star Cream blush that I've been using, and this is the one that I released. This is in the shade Rouge. I like to use Rouge. I like to have a popped out face when I do my pictures. But we have 8 shades in the cream blushes. This is one of them, so it's very pigmented. As you can see, as soon as you apply it to the brush, you can see the pigmentation to it. It's gorgeous, but when you apply it to the cheekbones, you can still see the pigments. Yeah, it's just a really nice brush. So what it is a cream to powder formula. So as soon as you blend it out, it mattifies. So you don't really need to set the cheekbones after you apply it. So you can apply it after you've set the whole makeup. It just goes on really nice and smooth. It's very gorgeous. You can build onto it, so you can intensify the blush if you want to. You can also use it on the lips and the cheeks. That color that you need. So this is Rouge. As you can see, it immediately lifts up the cheekbones. If you have your Star Cream blush in like a peach or a reddish tone, go in with the Star Cream blush, then go in with your really dark setting powder and just go over it, because it will give that nice bronze. So like as you can see, it will give that warm bronze right there. So a eyeshadow pen that I'm using. This is the L'Oreal one. Buying these eyeshadow pencils, but these are really good because they're easy to put on. It's very creamy, but it doesn't separate. So that's the gorgeous thing about this. It doesn't separate. I really like it. And this one is a very nice goldie. So I love the goldiness because obviously A-Star Cosmetics, we like gold. Okay, because it kind of lifts up the eyes, but it just gives it a nice kind of below the upper eye. Probably not going to put that on then. Okay, so then I'm going to go in with a mascara that I've been using. This is just the Clarins one. It's vegan as well, so that's actually why I'm using it. I'm just going to go in with this one again on the cheekbones and the nose, because I've been using it recently and it's been going really nicely. It just highlights those areas. But already you can see that my cheekbones are already highlighted anyway. brush, eyeshadow brush, that just feathers it out. It's not a very good one, but I would recommend a feathered one that just blends. So a blending eyeshadow brush is a good one to use to just blend it out. Yeah, you don't want to put too much, because when you put too much, it just looks a bit overpowering. You want it to be enough so that it just looks a bit more sculpted. Use Maroon in the Star Click Lip Balm. That one is a gorgeous one. Creme here. Creme is one of them. So this one's a bit nudier. A bit nudie. Just go over and just give a nice, like, it has a strawberry scent as well. Just a nice hydration. And that is how I like to do my makeup with A-Stars Cosmetics. I'm going to set my makeup. Just going to use the Iconic setting spray.